viewer asked me to make a guide on this team, and turn out this team works really well. The idea of this team is to let Yelan passive buffing Eula burst, letting it deal a lot more damage. Kuki works as the healer, and to proc superconduct to reduce the enemy's physical resistance to allow your Eula to deal even more damage. And Rosaria as the sub DPS battery for Eula, and buffing Eula crit rate, so that you don't have to crit fish for your Eula burst. With the way this team works, you can build 4-piece tenacity on Kuki and 4-piece noblesse on Rosaria to give your Eula even more attack and let her do all the hard carry. The rotation for this team is a bit tricky because Yelan passive duration is around 15 seconds, and you will need 9 to 10 seconds on your Eula to fully maximize her burst, so that leaves around 5 seconds for both Kuki and Rosaria to cast their kit. That's why with this team we will not use Kuki burst at all, making it really easy to build her. The rotation starts with Eula's skill to get 1 Grimheart stacks early, reducing the time needed for Eula to stack up her skill. After that, we use Yelan's skill and burst. We use Yelan's skill first, so that the burst duration lasts for the entire Eula burst later. Next we use Kuki's skill to activate superconduct. It's important to not use her burst, not only because with the way this team is built, her burst will not do a lot of damage, but more importantly, we need to preserve Yelan burst duration for Eula. After that, use Rosaria's skill and burst to give more crit rate for your Eula and reducing the enemy's physical resistance with her C6 if you have it. Finally, use Eula burst, then do a normal attack and hold skill in between to stack up her burst and deal a lot of shatter damage with the help of Yelan and Rosaria burst. After her Ascension 4, you will get another Grimheart stack just casting Eula burst, letting you have 2 stacks with the skill you used earlier. So you can use her hold skill for even more damage and physical reduction. Notice when Eula burst is over, your Yelan burst is also almost over, meaning you'll get most of Yelan passive buff, but the timing is a bit tight, so you'll need to get used to it. Or just cast Kuki skill first before Yelan for easier rotation, but less damage potential. After Eula burst is over, cast Rosaria's skill to battery Eula, then repeat the rotation again. To build this team, Eula will want 4-piece Pale Flame for the best artifact possible, but 2-piece Pale Flame and 2-piece Bloodstain will also work as well. You will also need around 160% ER for your Eula to burst on cooldown comfortably. For your Yelan, 4-piece Emblem is a must, since you'll need around 200% ER for her, but with the help of Favonia's bow, you can reduce it to around 170%, and Favonia's bow will also help with this team energy requirement, making Favonia's bow really recommended on Yelan, especially if you don't have her signature weapon. For Rosaria, you can build her more as a damage dealer with either of the 2-piece Noblesse, Blizzard Strayer, and attack set, or more as a support with 4-piece Noblesse. Favonia's Lance is also highly recommended if you have it. Kuki needs 4-piece tenacity to works better as a support in this team, and you can build her to heal more with HP Sand, EM Goblet and Healing Bonus Circlet. There's also a lot of alternatives for this team. If you don't have Yelan, you can use Xinkyu instead for less damage but more survivability. If you don't have Kuki, you can change her with Fiscal or Beitu and Rosaria with Leona. You can also change Rosaria with Kea straight up if you want it. With the way this team is built, you'll do well even against enemies that have high physical resistance, but using a team that deals more elemental damage will let you have an easier time against them. So, here's another team that might help you with that. If you enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe for more team building content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.